Welcome back to my karting channel. This was Team F1 qualifying, so the aim was just to get a quick lap really. The format was 10-minute qualifying and then it was a 30-minute race. I will probably upload the race tomorrow, probably in the late afternoon, because I just need to edit that race, and it's around half an hour, so it might take me a bit of time. Today the karts were on speed 4 on the international track, so again these times will not, these lap times will not count towards BIKC, because BIKC is run on the shorter 475 metre track on speed 3. So Thursday members nights won't qualify towards BIKC due to the fact that it's always going to be on the international track. I also found out from the staff at TeamSport Liverpool that the international track will cost 10% more. So instead of the £32 I think it is currently, it'll cost around £37 for members on a Thursday. I also asked Lewis, the lead track marshal at TeamSport Liverpool, about Thursday night member sessions, and they will all be run on speed 4 on the international track. So if anyone's looking towards setting some BIKC times, they'll have to go either to public sessions or to a members 3 for 2 on a Monday night, which I went on Monday and I really enjoyed it. It's definitely worth the money, and I didn't upload the videos because I didn't have enough time to edit them, but it was lots of fun. All the members were there, and it was just lots of fun, so highly recommend it. And the light's just gone green there after doing a lap under the yellows, so get some times in now. Today I had kart 23, and I found I was setting some quick consistent laps, so I think 23 is one of the good karts, but most of the karts are pretty equal, but there are some karts that have been used for public sessions and have just been thrown around all day, so they have to go in for maintenance. So I'm guessing kart 23 had the good end of the straw for today, because it felt quite good, it felt grippy, and it just didn't feel that there was many problems with it. But yeah, like I said last video, I highly recommend the international track to any members that go to TeamSport Liverpool, or any members that don't go to TeamSport Liverpool. I highly recommend it. It's lots of fun. Every member that I've spoke to has said how much they enjoy it and how much it's worth the money really. It's quick, it's a lot more technical now with the combat karts added in, so it just adds in that technical side, whereas the old 475 metre track, I can't say old, it's not old, it's new because it's been refurbished, but the smaller 475 metre track, it's like mainly straight, so it can get a bit boring when you're driving around, but adding in this combat karts adds in the hairpins. There's like 4 hairpins, so it just adds in the technical aspect, and it's lots of fun. It's more physical now, I found, because you have to fully lock the wheel in order to get round the hairpins as fast as possible, but it's so much fun. Definitely worth the money. This is my 3rd time driving the international track now, and I think I've fully nailed the racing line. I've got all the braking points and the racing line, so it's just a case of, I messed up there. It's just a case of trying to nail it even more, just to perfect it even more, because I feel like I've got it bang on pretty much, but I just need to get my consistent laps, because I'm making a few mistakes here and there which isn't good in a race, so I just need to get my consistency, and I'll be getting 48s pretty consistently. The current lap record for the international track is held by me, and I set it in the race in this Team F1. It was a 48.677 off the top of my head, I think, and I didn't think I actually set it, but it turns out I did. But I'm sure it will be beaten in the future, because like I said, international track's only been run 3 times, so no one knows the track perfectly yet. So as people start learning the track, it'll be broken and broken again. It's like when TeamSport Liverpool opened the 475 metres track after the refurbishment, the track record was just being beaten day after day after day, just because the track was just gripping in. So as people learn the racing line for the international track, it'll just be beaten and beaten. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I keep hold of it. But the lap average for the international track is around low 49s into the high 48s. That's what I found. I've been setting pretty high 48s, low 49s pretty consistently. So that's the time you aim to beat. But my aim at the moment is just to get out the silly mistakes that I've been making, because like you might have seen earlier in the video, I'm just making some silly mistakes which will cost me positions in races. So I just need to perfect my racing line, which I'm very close to perfecting, and just nailing the braking points, because that's where I'm going wrong in some places. I'm braking either too little or braking too much. I just need to find that sweet spot where I've got the perfect braking amount, which I'm sure in the near future I will be able to find. So I'm just doing some human DRS here just to try and find that extra bit of speed along the straight, just hitting the apexes. And I think there's a yellow flag in a second, just because I'm not sure what happened. I think someone might have spun on the entrance to the combat karts track. So here's the yellow flag now, and I'm not sure what happened because I wasn't there, but I think someone spun on the entrance or somewhere in the hairpins. So, but I think that yeah, the green flag's cleared up now, so back to racing. But on the international track there will be a few yellows here and there because people just spin on the entrance to the combat karts track section, because it's quite a difficult corner to master, because you sort of have to brake and turn at the same time. So it can be quite difficult for anyone who's not experienced with the track, but once you've drove it a few times you just get used to it very quickly. At the end of the video I'll have a little pop-up of all the positions in the qualifying and all the lap times, so you'll be able to see who qualified where with what lap times. So just wait around till the end of the video and you'll be able to see who finished where and with what laps. And I'm just catching up to Max here, who's one of the members at Liverpool, and then in front of him is Ben, who I was mainly trying to catch up to. But at this point in the qualifying I think I was around 3rd or 4th out of the full 16 drivers today, so I was just trying to push on to try and get that fastest lap, which I ended up doing. I qualified first, and in the race it was a reverse grid, so I started last in the race. But I'll explain this in more detail and you'll be able to see it in the race, which I'll upload tomorrow on Saturday 29th of June. I'll try and upload it for around 3 PM, so mark it in your calendars. And on the straight here you'll probably be able to see Ben ahead of me. I was just aiming to overtake Ben, or just to catch up at least, because I was pushing. I wasn't making many mistakes, which is what I need to try and aim to do every lap, because like I said earlier in the video, I'm making too many silly mistakes which are going to cost me positions in races, so I just need to get them out of my system. But I was pretty much perfecting the line at this point, so I was just pushing, trying to overtake Ben. And Ben's actually also got a YouTube channel where he uploads the races from these members events, so I'll link him in the description so you can go and watch some of his videos from a different point of view. You'll see me in a few of his videos and you might hear him call me a skinny little rat. That's because Ben's double the weight of me. So on a straight line, on the up ramp, I just disappear into the distance. You might see him waving a few times, so it's just a few laughs that we have. But yeah, like I said, I enjoy watching Ben's videos because it's just interesting to see a different camera angle than just my own. So yeah, definitely go check Ben out and get his channel up some more subscribers. And as you'll be able to see, I've caught up quite a bit to Ben, because there's just the weight difference. You can just tell on the up ramp I gain so much time, but he just defends incredibly, because you'll see in the race tomorrow he just defends like a lion. So he just held me back so much. I'll explain it more in detail tomorrow, but yeah, you'll definitely see in the video tomorrow about how well he defends, which is a good thing you need to have in karting, because you can be very good at overtaking, but you need to be able to defend as well. So Ben's got that overtaking and defending, which ticks the box of a great kart driver really. So these laps that I'm setting now are all within a tenth of each other really. The last 4 laps were a 49.376, a 49.443, and this lap was a 49.329. So I've been setting some quick, consistent laps in, and I was pretty happy with the performance of my qualifying, because the first few laps were 50s, so they weren't very good, but I was just warming the car up really, just trying to get some heat into the tyres. But my last five or six laps, they were all within a tenth or two of each other, which is very consistent, and that's what my aim is really, just try and get some consistent laps in. So the gap's closed even more to Ben now, so I'm catching up. I think Ben knew I was there, and I was just putting the pressure on really, I was just trying to push on, get some quick consistent laps in, and I was just trying to put the pressure on Ben to try and force him into mistakes so I could try and overtake him, because my aim was just to overtake him. And I know it's qualifying, you shouldn't really overtake, but that gave me the determination to try and push on and get a fast lap. So my fastest lap is actually starting now, so the start finish line, which you'll see in a second, I'll shush for this lap so you can watch it, and thanks to Ben for the fast lap really. So that was my fastest lap of the qualifying, which was a 49.190. Ben just let me pass there, but that didn't really matter. Ben let me pass because qualifying ended. You'll see the yellow flags come out when I come along the straight, so I was just still flat out here, and then yellow flags came out, and I was just relieved because my dad told me on the intercom that I was first, because I was just pushing the entire time, because I was fourth for the majority of it. I was around third, fourth, so that lap put me into first, which I was very happy with. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you enjoyed the commentary again, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.